Imagine stepping off a plane, walking up to immigration, and handing over your passport, only for the officer to freeze, staring at you like you just handed him a ticket to Narnia. That's exactly what happened in 1954, when a businessman landed at Tokyo's Haneda Airport with a passport from a country that doesn't exist. Not on any map. Not in any history book. And what happened next? Well, it only gets weirder. Buckle up, because this is the bizarre, mind-bending case of the man from Taured. Tokyo's Haneda Airport is crowded with travelers making their way through customs. Announcements play over the speakers as officers check passports and stamp them one after another. The lines move steadily, with passengers waiting for their turn to be processed. And then, he arrives. A tall, well-dressed man steps off a flight from Europe. He carries a fine leather briefcase, wears an expensive wristwatch, and moves with the confidence of a seasoned traveler. As he approaches the immigration desk, the customs officer takes his passport and begins flipping through the pages. Everything about this moment feels routine. Just another passenger, just another document to inspect. But then, the officer stops, his brow furrows. His eyes scan the page again, and he calls over a colleague. They look at the passport, whispering back and forth. The ink is fresh, the stamps are real, the seals are valid. There's just one problem. The country of origin? Taured. The officer hesitates, fingers tracing the embossed lettering. He's processed thousands of travelers, but he has never heard of this place. He turns to the man, trying to remain professional. "Sir, where exactly is Taured?" The traveler looks confused. "What do you mean? It's between France and Spain. It's been there for over 1,000 years." The officers exchange uneasy glances. They pull out a world map and slide it across the counter. "Show us," one of them says. The man's confidence doesn't waver. He points directly to a spot between France and Spain, right where Andorra is. But on the airport map, there is no Taured. His expression shifts from certainty to disbelief. He insists that this must be some mistake. He's been to Japan before. His passport contains previous Japanese visa stamps, authentic, official, undeniable. The customs officers remain professional, but their instincts tell them something is deeply wrong. Security is called, and the man is led into a small room for further questioning. A single overhead light flickers slightly, casting eerie shadows across the dull walls. The officers sit across from him, his passport and documents laid out on the metal table between them. "All right, sir, let's go over this again." The man takes a deep breath, visibly frustrated. "I don't understand what's happening," he says, shaking his head. "I've been to Japan before. My passport has your stamp from previous visits." He's right. The passport is filled with entry and exit stamps from countries across the world, including Japan itself. Not forged, not fake. "Where is your company based?" the officer asks. "Taured," the man answers immediately. The officers run a background check. They search for the company, the bank he claims to use, even his supposed home address in Taured. None of them exist. His driver's license is issued from a government that has never existed. His currency doesn't match anything used in the modern world. The man becomes more agitated. "Are you all playing a joke on me? My country is real. I live there. I was just there yesterday." The officers study him closely. His frustration seems genuine. He is either the greatest liar they've ever encountered, or he truly believes everything he's saying. But how can that be? By now, the authorities are unsure how to handle the situation. They decide to hold him overnight in a nearby hotel while they continue their investigation. The man is cooperative, but clearly disturbed. 2 armed guards stand outside his hotel door. He is under constant watch. No way in, no way out. Or so they thought. Morning arrives. The guards unlock the door, expecting to resume questioning. The room is empty. No luggage, no personal belongings. No sign that anyone had ever been there. The window? Locked from the inside. No disturbances in the security cameras. The guards swear they never left their post. And just like that, the man from Taured was gone. So, what happened? How does a man from a non-existent country arrive with a valid passport and then vanish without a trace? Let's explore some possibilities. Theory 1. A hoax or mistaken identity. Maybe it was a carefully orchestrated prank that got out of hand. But that doesn't explain the official documents, or why no one could ever trace him again. Theory 2. A government cover-up. Maybe he was part of a secret government cover-up. Was he a spy with a fabricated identity? Did intelligence agencies erase him before he could reveal something bigger? Theory 3. The parallel universe theory. The most unsettling theory of all. What if Taured does exist in another dimension? Could this man have crossed into our reality by mistake and then slipped back? Some scientists believe in the concept of parallel dimensions, alternate versions of our world, existing side by side. And in those versions, history could have taken different turns. Countries that exist here may not exist there, and vice versa. What if, just for a brief moment, the fabric of our world shifted? A crack in reality, allowing the man from Taured to step into our version of history? If that's true, then where did he go? And more importantly, has it happened before? There are stories whispered among those who study the unexplained of people who suddenly appear in places they shouldn't be, speaking languages that don't exist, holding documents from worlds that no one can verify. Most of these cases are dismissed as hoaxes, misunderstandings, or exaggerations. But what if, just once, one of them was real? The case of the man from Taured remains unsolved. No records, no explanations, just a man who came from nowhere and vanished just as mysteriously. But what do you think? Was he real, a hoax, or proof that parallel dimensions exist? Drop your theories in the comments. I'll be reading.